Daily man news. Man news. Daily man news. Man news. Daily man news.
This news is a very big news. Now, it started in 2012 when the BBC admittedly was broadcasting a program, and in that program they said something very controversial. I'm gonna play it for you now because I was trying everywhere to see where people can watch this program, but I realized that everywhere I go I can't get the original film. It's been edited out by the BBC.
Daily man news.
The first check, Australian COVID vaccine with HIV protein misrepresented online. They thought it was misrepresented. But wait, let me play this so we can have a look. So,
Daily man news.
I'm gonna play that for you again so you can listen to that back.
So Keith must make the spike protein in the lab, locking it into exactly the same shape by adding another protein that acts a bit like a clamp. And that protein is a tiny fragment of HIV.
Kasongo ye Mumbali nanga.
A tiny fraction of HIV.
I know words, I have the best words, but there's no better word than stupid.
Daily man news.
The BBC made this documentary for Australia. Now, that was in 2012. So, the one they released in the UK has been edited out. I'll show you right there so you can go watch it yourself. This is the title of the documentary. It's called Horizon Special, the Vaccine. There's only one episode of that. Actually, it was season 1, episode 1. I don't know, maybe there's other episode. But in this documentary, that's when this woman, let's listen to it. Yeah. Professor Teresa Lamb of the Jennifer Institute, University of Oxford. The extraordinary inside story of the biggest scientific challenge of our age. Horizon follows a small band of vaccine scientists around the world who took on the COVID-19 and ultimately delivered the weapons to beat it. I
know words, I have the best words, but there's no better word than stupid.
Okay, so that's the original documentary. You can't get it anywhere anymore to watch it unless you go Vimeo, which is where I actually got it there. And I will be leaving the link there soon. So let's go to the fact-finding facts on this issue.
Daily man news.
This is Reuters here. They've done the analysis on this report. According to them, but let's listen here. Fact check. Australian COVID vaccine with HIV protein misrepresented online. That was 2 years ago. Yeah. A clip from BBC documentary about an Australian COVID-19 vaccine trial has been misleadingly shared online in posts, suggesting that an HIV protein incorporated in the vaccine design is dangerous.
I know words, I have the best words, but there's no better word than stupid.
Did they tell us at any point in time that there was gonna be an HIV protein in the vaccine design?
Okay, bye-bye.
That's what they said to people. Bye-bye. Come take that. This is ridiculous. Yeah. Okay, let's listen to what let's continue reading this. Excerpt from the documentary in the social media post explained a design feature of the vaccine that used a single protein from the HIV virus as a stabilizing clamp to hold the coronavirus spike in a specific shape. I mean, how could you do that? HIV virus. We all know that the HIV virus hasn't got no cure. Once you get that HIV virus, this is how it is to you. It's a blessing. Do you know what a blessing is? Something that always give. It's a blessing. Always giving, always giving, always giving. Now they've admitted that they literally put the HIV, just a little tiny, just a little speck of it. Come on, man. You know you won't kill you. Explaining the reason behind choosing the HIV protein. Chapo says on camera that the protein was picked because it's well understood and present no risk.
Okay, bye-bye.
Can you hear that? The HIV protein was used because it protects no risk. Is it true? What? Including having no role in helping HIV to make copies of itself. I mean, technology. That is a lie. It is highly stable structure. There is no risk to. There is absolutely no risk from this type of vaccine. Hey,
Kasongo ye. Mumbali nanga.
Now, this is brand new news here. You know, when they did that coronavirus vaccines here, there were people there that went there for the trial. You know, they said they wanted to do trial. Guess what? 4 years later, people are having HIV.
Kasongo ye. Mumbali nanga.
Let's go through. This is not a joke. What I will say to you right now, if you've got COVID-19 vaccine, if you've ever taken any of those doses right now, go and get yourself an HIV test. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. All I'm saying is go and do an HIV test right now. I mean, but let's listen to this.
Purchasing by 20 million units that was envisaged within the contract. Those 20 million units have now been agreed in conjunction with CSL to be produced onshore here in Australia. Increasing our AstraZeneca.
Wait. Let's go through that properly.
We're increasing our AstraZeneca purchasing by 20 million units that was envisaged within the contract. Those 20 million units have now been agreed in conjunction with CSL to be produced onshore here in Australia, which is what allows us to potentially bring forward the completion of our vaccine rollout in the course of 2021. At the same time, the Novavax contract allowed for us to expand, and we've done that. In addition to that, the contract with regards to the University of Queensland recognised a series of gateways, and the simple answer is that in relation to that, it's been shown to be safe, it's been shown to be effective, it's a powerful and important breakthrough as a platform, and we thank our scientists for that. But the issue, which by mutual agreement with CSL led to the decision not to proceed to stage 3 trials and therefore not to move to a purchase, is that there was the risk of false positive HIV results.
Kasongo ye. Mumbali nanga.
Guys, did anybody say, did you hear this in the news? Did you hear this in the news during COVID? Come on. A participant in the UK COVID vaccine trial is still returning false positive HIV result. I mean,
Okay, bye-bye.
Guy, let's listen to what he has to say. A Brisbane man who took part in the University of Queensland aborted COVID vaccine trial is still returning false positive HIV test 4 years later. James, who used to use a synonym due to the fear of stigma, said he was told that the side effect will likely go away after a few months, only to discover in mid-2023 that it was still triggering the test. Oh my God. Oh my God.
I know words, I have the best words, but there's no better word than stupid.
There is a stigma that there always will be. The 35-year-old professional said, okay, man, so you already got HIV, you're HIV patient, you wanted to test for coronavirus, you never knew they got coronavirus in it, they put HIV in it, now you're HIV positive. I mean, guess what he said there? UQ and CSL abandoned the promising COVID vaccine candidate in late 2020 after a several of 216 phases 1 trial participant returned. Are you kidding me? 4 years on. 4 years on. The initial vaccine candidates, the people, the guinea pigs, the people that went there as guinea pigs and said, vaccine me, take me, I want to do testing. 4 years on, have you not seen it there? After several of the 200, what? They never had the virus before they never had HIV before they took that. Now, do you know what? Wow. Oh, so it was the vaccine that triggered the HIV protein in the system. I mean,
I know words, I have the best words, but there's no better word than stupid.
oh my God. So now you're HIV infected from COVID-19 pandemic virus. I mean,
Okay, bye-bye.
there's a bit that I want you to understand here. The aftercare. It was talking about the aftercare. Yeah. I want you to, wow. Guess this bit. It said massively. James said in hindsight, he regrets taking part in the trial. He regrets taking part in the trial. Because it's HIV positive now. I mean,
I know words, I have the best words, but there's no better word than stupid.
So he asked, will I be having this HIV test for my lifetime? Asking the doctor, like, I just took this jab, like, will I have this thing? Will I have it for the rest of my life? And the doctor was like, from the nucleus, I don't know. And he said that got him even more worried.
Okay, bye-bye.
He has continued to test positive for HIV as recently as December. He has this guy was one of the people that did the trial. You don't understand what I'm saying? This guy is one of those people that did trials for the COVID-19 vaccine. 4 years later, this guy's got HIV. He couldn't get rid of it. He said the aftercare was horrible. The aftercare was horrible. Use and dump. Safe and effective. Now, they're going to try and deny it in every way, shape, or form. But we've seen it here. We've seen it. There you go. So, now it makes sense why most people, I'm not saying that, but we've seen evidence now of 216 people that did the trial 4 years later and came out with HIV. 216 people came out with HIV. They did the trial. 206. That's all I have to say. So, if these 216 people can be tested for HIV and they're the first batch, go do a test. That's all I'm saying. Just go do a test. Go do a test right now. That's all I'm saying. Anyway, this is what I got for you on today's Daily Mad News. Daily Mad News. Mad News. Daily Mad News. Mad News. Daily Mad News.